Cosmic Girl 101 signing on for the Sagittarius June 2024 tarot reading. Welcome. I hope you're doing well out there, Sagittarius, and thank you for tuning in, taking a deep breath and listening to the wisdom of the tarot. I am the conduit here, so always remember that I'm tuning into my guides and bringing through messages from them to you through the divinatory tool of a tarot. If you're into astrology, I've uploaded the rising sign videos you might want to check out on this channel. And with these readings, like, how do I do these if you're first time tuning in? Well, I have two decks of tarot, and I have a card that comes through representing each week for the month of June, and then a second tarot for more depth and detail and analysis. I sift through the reading, and then I psychically pull in all of the information of what's come through to date, and I predict the month of June for you, Sagittarius. Always remember, free will and free agency. Do not try to make a reading fit. It either lands and is organic, or quite simply it's not. Okay, Sagittarius, let's have a look at what's coming through for your month of June 2024. So I don't interrupt the frequency and flow. I let the cards come through organically, so sometimes they come through fast, sometimes they come through slow. If that frustrates you, you might want to forward to when the video is nearly ending, when I tie it all in. You do you. Okay, Sagittarius. So you have Jupiter going into the sign of Gemini, Sagittarius, which for you is your opposite sign of relationships, partnerships, agreements, negotiations, contracts, and open enemies. And this is a one-year transit, and Jupiter is your ruling planet, Sagittarius. So this is quite significant. There will be a lot of energy and direction going towards others in that 7th house. So yeah, forewarned is forearmed. There's going to be a lot of contracts and agreements and negotiations between you and others. And it's also the house of marriage. We open up the reading with the King of Swords. So the first week of June, we have the King of Swords, and this is the element of air. So it's very cerebral. It's how we think, our ideas, our concepts. You know, how do we make things come together through our ideas and concepts and make them tangible? So it's a very direct king in regards to communication, how they're thinking, what they're talking about. So someone around you in the first week of June is providing a lot of mental stimulation for you. So something could be brought across your table, an offer, or documents or communication could be around you that's making you think differently or putting you in a place of contemplation. So remunerating something over communication connected to documents, thoughts, ideas and concepts. But we will get that second tarot on what this is for you. But we're opening up the first week of June with that King of Swords. And this is a general reading, so it could be male or female, but the King of Swords represents the signs of Gemini, your opposite sign, which we just talked about, that 7th house. And also represents the sign of Libra and the sign of Aquarius. So one of those sun signs could be significant to you, or you could be interacting with one of those sun signs in the first week of June. But the King of Swords is known for someone who is all about morals and ethics. They know the law. They almost have a very direct speech or way they communicate. It can be very disturbing for some people with someone being so direct, and sometimes we need that direct communication, although it could be quite cutting and harsh. The King of Swords will certainly create the feeling of this is no bullshit, what they're communicating, what they're talking to you about. So very interesting way to open up the month of June. The second week we have the King of Wands, and Sagittarius, this represents the element of fire. This is your reading. Can represent an Aries, Sagittarius or Leo in your life. It's your reading, so I'm going with you. There's something very significant going on to you or around you or within you in the second week of June. So you've got air and fire, which is a lovely matchup with those two elements. So this looks like something's really in flow with you in the month of June, whatever this is. And we're going to get that second card to give us more details, so hang tight. The third week, we have the Major Arcana card of the Chariot. Now, this is very fast, acute energy in the third week of June. This is a call to action, move. It's almost like I'm going to turn right at the lights and then all of a sudden go, no, I'm going to go left. And it's that quick. So there's lots of quick, acute action in the third week of June. And the Major Arcana cards in the Tarot is about our soul journey. And so you're at the Chariot point of your journey, which is ready for change. Something throwing you off course to take you in a different trajectory. Very interesting, Sagittarius. Okay, fourth week of June, moving into July. Thank you, guys. What is Sagittarius? Thank you. Okay, we've got more fire. It's the Page of Wands. So this is a young, virile, optimistic energy of passion, direction, going on a quest. So communication is coming in fast, or you have an injection of energy here in the last week of June, moving into July. Okay, very interesting. So Sagittarius, we've got fire and air element here presented in the month of June. That almost has you in movement mode, action mode. It's time to change. Okay. So let's see what this King of Swords is. Who this King of Swords is. Sagittarius. The direct, moral, ethical King of Swords. Super cerebral. Intelligent, very sharp, this King of Swords. And again, can represent male or females, general reading, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. King of Swords, thank you for Sagittarius, the first week of June. King of Swords. Element of air again. We are at the 10 of Swords. Okay. Let's get the rest of these cards out before I tie this in. So 10 of Swords. It's the end of a cerebral journey. Something that has been long in the tooth, has run its course. There is no more movement. It is the end of the journey. This could be a separation from an Aquarius, Leo, a Libra, or a Gemini in your life. That's has been quite significant. Could see the end of an agreement. It could be a document that so the end of a marriage, the end of a lease, the end of a plethora of things. But it's the communication that's has you now sitting in a state of completion and ending. There's something quite powerful happening here in the first week of June. The King of Swords with the Ten of Swords. Could be a harsh reality that brings in a harsh ending as well. The end of could be endings of many things. It's a general reading, but I feel like it could even be the end of a lawsuit or something legal that you've been connected to as well, or someone around the position of power with law. So yeah, so this looks like, yeah, it could be the end of a very long battle, lawsuit, relationship. But there is a great ending here, Sagittarius. I'm not surprised to see that Chariot in the third week. That brings in new change, the breath of fresh air that you just may need. The King of Wands, the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. They're the signs that is represented by the King of Wands. It's your reading. I'm going with you. So the King of Wands, you, Sagittarius, is with the World. Major Arcana, World. So this is the end of a cycle as well. And in Major Arcana cards in the Tarot deck is the Journey. And this is the end of the journey. So a successful completion. Something that's been arduous, almost life-changing, has now run its course with you. So there is something dead in the water here, and you are very much affected by this ending that has been very long in the tooth, arduous, trying. So you are now completing some very karmic, long cycles in your life, Sagittarius. Wow. Okay. So let's get the Major Arcana card, Chariot Confirmation Tarot. Thank you for the 3rd week of June 2024 for Sagittarius. Because it's the journey of the Major Arcana card here going on, so you've got the completion here in the 2nd week, and then you jump quite quickly to the Chariot in your soul journey. And this is the point of the journey of change, changing direction, something acute happening here. And you can see all the smoke in the background, the dust building up, the dust storm, which represents the element of air. So communication coming in that changes your energetic direction. And it's swift and acute. So something quite sharp is happening here in the 3rd week of June that takes you on a new journey. The Chariot here, it's a very hasty card as well. I'm feeling Gemini very strongly here for you, Sagittarius. The Chariot. So definitely could be a marriage, an agreement, negotiation, contract, an open enemy. Something's ended here with one of those aspects of your experience. The Chariot. Thank you. Oh my goodness. It's with the Magician, which represents Gemini. Okay, Major Arcana cards in the 3rd week, 2 of them. The Magician is about having the skills, talents, and abilities to create something that is actually not tangible as yet. But it's about potentiality here. Also has a very trickster vibration to the Magician. All that glitters is not gold. So you may be hastily taking a leap of faith in regards to a creative project, agreement, negotiation. So forewarned is forearmed here. Something's coming in quite quickly. The information or communication that has you feeling, oh yes, this is the right direction now. But all the information and the reality isn't present. So forewarned is forearmed in the 3rd week of June. Okay, that brings you to the 4th week of June, moving into July with the Page of Wands. Is action, optimistic, virile energy, very young, naive energy, movement for the sake of movement, but it's acceleration deep within you, the element of fire. Without passion, we die. Without a cause, we feel stagnant. Without that energy of conflict, we feel we're not moving or driving towards something or overcoming something. Well, the Page of Wands is with the Major Arcana card of the Fool, and this represents Aries. So communication coming in fast between you and Aries, or Aries being about beginning something brand new. The Fool is the first card in the journey of the Major Arcana, and as you can see, there's lots of Major Arcana going on for you here in the month of June, Sagittarius. The Fool takes a risk, doesn't know the outcome, but almost instinctually knows it. He has to move. You can't sit in the gates of wisdom and caution. You've done this with the world. It's time to act. So you've got a communication or a person, possibly someone younger than you or perceived as younger, that almost inspires you to go in a new direction and take a new path. And this new path is long because it's the beginning of your sojourn again. All right, Sagittarius, let me psychically draw the month of June together for you. Here's a legal situation that has now come full circle. Negotiations are over. Contracts have been signed. You have ended something quite psychological that has been arduous and mentally draining, connected to a legal situation that you have been entangled in, or with a significant Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in your life, connected to law, connected to negotiations, relationships. The idealized concept of how you thought things were going to be is now dead in the water and done. So something very dramatic is ending, or has been ending for some time, but actually comes to pass in the first week of June, which brings you to the acknowledgement of your energy now trying to settle and take in what has gone on around you, which has been a lot. You're digesting in the second week of June, which brings you towards that feeling of needing to take action, something coming across your table in regards to communication, or even documents, or seeing something on the internet, something as simple as that, that almost has you feeling like you need to take action and change your direction. But this is cerebral energy here. So you're mentally trying to create something again because something has ended. It's almost like something really large has been taken off your mental plate, and now you need something more to inspire you, to get you going and fired up again. But you're on notice to take caution in the third week of June because it's a hasty energy. Something's not all here and presented and clear in regards to the finer details in a contract, or communication doesn't seem to be landing. So take your time and a deep breath in the third week of June. Quite simply because there is going to be more opportunities coming across your table that fires you up and sets you in a new direction that feels more in flow with you. And it's energetic, it's optimistic, and it has you feeling very much in flow with you. So whatever you are leaving behind in the third week, or actually feeling that you're being blown around in the wind or taken for a ride, is correct, because the fourth week lands you in that energy of something coming across your table that takes you in a more organic direction and a path that feels like it actually is going to land and stick for you, be realistic for you, and you're actually ready to go. So one door closes and another opens in the month of June for you, Sagittarius. I'm Cosmic Girl 101. I'm going to leave it there. I trust you have a fabulous June of 2024, and I will see you next video.